A man disappeared. Days later, his body was found. But nothing made sense. Not the hole, not the fall, not the silence that followed. This is not just a mystery, it's a rabbit hole. Rey Rivera was 32, a writer, filmmaker, husband. He had recently moved out to Baltimore with his wife, Allison. They were building a life, a future. Rey had begun working for a financial newsletter company, Agora Publishing, thanks to his friend, Porter Stansberry. By all accounts, he was intelligent, optimistic, and full of ideas. But something changed. He started feeling anxious, paranoid. Allison recalled moments when Rey seemed watched. He once bolted out of the house after a phone call. He never said why. On May 16, 2006, Rey received a call at work. He rushed out, left behind his phone, didn't say where he was going. He never came home. For 6 days, there was nothing. No trace, no transactions, no activity. Then on May 22nd, his car was found, near the Belvedere Hotel. A massive old building with a reputation. Nobody thought to check inside until someone noticed a hole. Rey's body was found beneath a hole in the lower roof annex. He had seemingly fallen through it. But here's the problem. The hole was nearly 45 feet from the edge of the rooftop. No running start could make that leap. There were no rooftop cameras, no witnesses. His phone and glasses were found next to him, unbroken. His injuries were inconsistent with a fall from that height and angle. Theory 1. Suicide. Police leaned on this first, that Rey jumped. But from where? No ledge aligned with the hole. The physics didn't work. Plus, his wife and friends said he had no signs of suicidal ideation. He had plans. Hope. Theory 2. Accident. Some posited Rey was exploring or chasing something. But again, no clear path to the hole. The Belvedere's layout was a maze of restricted areas, and he wasn't known to access the building. Theory 3. Murder. This is where the internet took over. Some believe Rey was lured to the hotel, that he was pushed, or worse, thrown from a helicopter or an upper window. His job involved financial publications. Some speculate he discovered something he wasn't supposed to. Let's reconstruct the fall. The hole in the roof was located about 43 feet out from the nearest ledge. That means Rey would have had to run and leap at least 11 meters horizontally, while also falling around 13 stories straight down. That's not just unlikely. It's almost physically impossible, without a sprint and perfect trajectory. Now the injuries. According to the autopsy, his pelvis and legs were crushed, ribs shattered, skull suffered major blunt force trauma, massive internal bleeding. No broken hands, no defensive wounds, no signs he tried to shield himself. That's rare in suicide jumps. Then there's this detail. His glasses and phone were found, barely damaged. His flip-flops, lightly worn. It raises the possibility that the fall didn't happen as we're told, or that it wasn't the fall that killed him. Some forensic theorists believe he may have been unconscious before the fall, or even dead, and the body was placed or dropped to create a specific scene. It wasn't just about where he landed, it was how and why. His belongings told a different story. Allison later found a bizarre note behind Rey's computer. It mentioned Freemasons, movies, and codes. It was taped behind the monitor, like a clue. But police dismissed it as a creative ramble. The case was featured in the Netflix reboot of Unsolved Mysteries in 2020. Interest exploded, Reddit threads, YouTube breakdowns. Still, no answers. Agora Publishing refused to comment. Porter Stansberry declined interviews. Even now, there's a silence surrounding the case. Police marked it as undetermined cause of death, and that's where it remains. Some think Rey found something, a financial secret, a criminal operation. Others think it's all coincidence, that he snapped under pressure. But Allison never stopped looking, never stopped asking, and neither have we. Why do stories like Rey Rivera's haunt us? Because it tears at the boundary between what we know and what we fear. Rey wasn't just a man, he was every man, a husband, a thinker, a person trying to find meaning. His sudden disappearance hits a primal nerve, that someone could vanish in plain sight, that even in cities full of cameras, people, and data, we can lose someone completely. The mysterious note he left, filled with cryptic references, symbols, and codes. It echoed the language of secret societies, spy thrillers, and conspiracy lore. People are drawn to try solving it, not just to help Rey, but to bring order to something that defies it. In modern society, we crave resolution. We binge-watch entire series just to get closure. But when reality doesn't give it to us, the absence becomes unbearable. So we project. We dig, we revisit, and we become a part of the story. Rey's case taps into fears of manipulation, of powerful entities moving in the dark. Whether it's corporate, governmental, or even metaphysical, it reminds us of how small we are against the unknown. And perhaps that's the scariest truth of all. So, did you see any clues?